Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little Sanguophage blood cult where, due to a slight tactical error, the trading envoy that I sent out to the royals is coming back completely empty-handed because I sent the wrong person. I didn't send Mila, the royal. We can't trade with the royals unless we are indeed vaguely royal. So, Reed, McDowell, and Kaylina knocked on the door of the royal palace and said, hey, we got a bunch of leather and stuff to sell, gold, you guys interested in that? And they're just looking out the castle window going, away with you peasants, we want nothing to do with you, come back with a royal. So that was a completely wasted journey. We just blew a few packaged survival meals and that was about it. But we've got a yak. That's fun. We've actually got several yaks. Two of them are on my useless trading journey. But we've got a bunch of yaks. Those have come in. Oh, and a gore hulk. Yeah, we're back to the gore hulk nonsense again. Yep, and it will continually break out and try to murder us, and then we'll shoot it. We'll put it back in, and it'll do it all over again. We're just hoping to hold on to it long enough to learn how to hold on to it longer than what we learn right now. It's complicated when you're a demon. And most distressingly, Mila needs death rest. Which is unfortunate because I was going to send her right out into the next trading convoy, but now she's got to take a nap for a while. So you know what? That's probably better done sooner rather than later. Why don't you start your death rest? Now on that, I've been saying for ages that I wanted to make a really nice kind of death rest area for Mila. And this might be actually a pretty good spot for it right in here. What if we started to mine some of this out? I'm trying to look productive after my bungle with the trading convoy there. So let's mine all of that out and that bit there and see where that gets us. And we can start to put in some of the death rest things. The casket, the pumps, amplifiers, glucosoid pump. I mean, what does that do? That sounds wicked fun. Allows a death rester to move faster after death rest is complete. Unfortunately for that, I need a bunch of hemogen and we don't have any. Because we don't have any prisoners that we can hemogen farm. So, well, we've basically just been using Kirk as a blood farm, which is pretty much standard for Kirk. He was used as a blood farm while he was a prisoner, and that has continued. Mila's just biting him a lot, as she needs to, and Kirk has dementia, so he probably doesn't remember any of it is happening. This is all brand new to him. He's like a goldfish. Every 20 seconds, it's a brand new day for Kirk. He's like, hey, you're biting me. That sucks. Stop it. And then 10 seconds later, he's like, wait, what were you doing? And then we bite him again. He's like, hey, stop that. So, Kirk's life is, well, I'd like to say complicated, but it's not. He's just a walking colonist blood farm at this point. We're trying to get him to do art, but he's very, very slow. He's very slow. So he has dementia, he's frail, he has a bad back. And blood loss, we did the blood loss one. Yeah, the blood loss is on me. But the pen is not enclosed, it will be soon. But Kirk's life is largely unchanged since his prisoner days. I'm kind of regretting Kirk at this point, but the opportunity for Star Trek jokes just wrote themselves. I haven't actually done any. I'm hoping that somehow we'll get a second Kirk, and then I can do the which Kirk should I shoot line, but no, it's just Kirk, and he's being used as a colonist blood farm. Could somebody get over and do the, what? Oh, the caravan's here. Yay! Welcome back, guys. That was useless. That was completely useless. When Mila gets up, we're going to do that all over again. But they brought the yaks back, which is neat. It's fun to have yaks around here. Let's get things moving a little bit faster here. A logging work site. Yeah, we can probably skip that. I've got trees. Trees exist. Speaking of which, let's cut there. Yeah, there comes McDowell with the yaks. Let's cut down some more trees because we always need wood. There's no such thing as too much wood around here. So any of those random trees, you can cut all of those down and cut all of those down. My agrahand. I don't have an agrahand. Never mind. That was completely useless. Let's get an agrahand. That might be fun. We've actually got the thing for it. So how about we gestated a agrahand? There we go. And Kaylina, you're asleep right now, but you're my mechanator. When you get up in the morning, we're going to go gestate another one of those. That'll be fun to just keep the hydroponics going. Just keep this. And actually, I say that I've got some more components in play. I've got plenty of steel. I know it's saying 335 here, but there's huge chunks on the map. Yeah, look at this. I got nothing but steel up here. You know what? Looking at that, I'm just gonna put up a quick column just in case. How about we put a column up right there? Just in case of a minor roof collapse that might kill or injure any of my colonists. Let's just go ahead and do that. Just for safety. Just for funsies, let's put a column up. Oh, the yaks are looking good. Could we get all the yak stuff off, please? Yeah, look at all that. Actually, no, don't. Wait a minute, don't. Leave it on them, if you could. How's that going to work when I go to do the next caravan? Will RimWorld know that I want to take all the stuff that's on the yaks right now, or will it dump that? Skade's down here, learning a little bit more from the Gore Hulk here. How's that going? Are we? Wow, it's such a slow roll on entity containment. I just want to know how to contain them better, and I'm learning that by studying one that's contained not very well. Should I dump all the stuff off the yaks and then put it all back on again? We had so much good stuff in there. I think I probably should. And then we'll just kind of move it around again. Oh, you just got the silver out of there. You're grabbing stuff from the yak. Okay. Yeah, no, sorry. I know the pen is not quite enclosed. We're vaguely working on it. Ooh, more compacted machinery. Oh, neat. Yeah, we'll get all of that. That'll be good. Could somebody do a quick bit of construction? So, who's halfway decent at that? There you go. Whitehead, could you just go build this door? It's just kind of annoying me that the yaks are wandering all over the place, and we got 3 yaks. So the potential for more yaks exists, because 2 of them are female and 1 of them is male. But let's see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Whitehead, if you could get the yaks back inside. Thank you. And the other one. Oh, you're milking it first. Okay. Yeah, I forgot we get milk from yaks. Whitehead, you're building a tile. Could we get yak 2 inside, maybe? We could get yak 2 in there. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to need the yaks soon because we're going right out on another mission. Mila, how long on your death rest? 3.3 days yet. Okay, we're not going right out. Right out was a bit of a misnomer there. Hey, Kaylina, you're up. Could we do what? Hang on, I'll look at Rusno's falling shuttle in a sec. Could you work on the mech gestator, please? Just go get that cooking. Slow everything down. What is the problem here? Okay, the Empire is going to crash, and they'd like us to protect them from some Neanderthals. Cool. I actually wouldn't mind taking a prisoner. You know, what with the blood farm thing and all. So what are my options here? Honor up and shuttle loot. Okay, that's cool. A little bit of gold, but I actually have an excessive amount of gold. I have so much gold I was going to take it to trade, which I never do. I've got it doesn't say it here, but the yaks got another 100 gold. Got over 900 pieces of gold. Or just goodwill. I think the honor. I mean, we're going to go honor on this. Yeah, we'll definitely do this. Okay, so accept that for... Oh, wait, can Mila not do it? Because she's asleep. Hold that thought. Mila, I'm going to have to wake you up prematurely. I'm wicked sorry about this kid. Yes, I know. She'll be sick for days. I do want to wake her up because I'd really like to get this done. She'll be sick for days while she recovers. You're going to have to suck it up, Mila. I want to get this done, so go back to quests. I would like to accept this for Mila. There we go. All right, yeah, for Mila, please. I know. How messed up are you, kid? Interrupted death rest, so what does that mean? You're slightly less conscious, you're moving slower, and you're not good at manipulating things. But actually, it's not that bad. It's a little tiny detriment. Okay, we'll cope. We will cope with that. The shuttle's crashed, team. The shuttle's here. They're coming down right there. So let's get all you guys. You know what? Don't even worry about it, Kirk. You're so slow, kid. I'm going to put McDowell in your place. And all of you guys, you're just not even going to get here in time. That's the thing. Everybody start moving up there, please. All right, so everybody's crashed. Now, Rusnos, you're the one we've got to protect. You 3 guys are expendable heroes. You are disposable heroes. Not the disposable heroes of Hipocrisy. That was a grossly underrated band. They should have been much, much bigger than they were, but I think they were just too smart, frankly. But no, your disposable heroes. Again, unfortunately, not the disposable heroes of Hipocrisy. I think they only did 1 album, but it was a really, really good album. Okay, you guys all assemble. We don't know where the Neanderthals are coming from yet. We'll kind of... There we go. Okay. Oh, wow, that's bad timing. That's bad timing. The entity's popping out. Kirk, remember when I said you were useless? You're not anymore. Come over here. Great, I've got a war on 2 fronts. Bare minimum, it's going to have to get through 2 doors to do it, and that is going to take some time. That ain't nothing. So, I know, Mila, I'm sorry. I'm going to build you like an awesome death rest place. Okay, you're going to be so psyched for your death rest in the future, just not exactly right at this moment. I'm wicked sorry about this, kid. I really am. I did not want to wake you up, but here we are. So you guys, again, war on two fronts. Whoa. Major break risk at 2. Oh, it's Whitehead. It's always Whitehead. It's always Whitehead. Whitehead's always having some sort of issue. It's probably because Voltstron broke up with her. It's kind of sad. They seemed like a fun couple. I don't know, but Voltstron just kind of shut down Whitehead. Whitehead's really, really sad about that. Voltstron, how do you feel about that? Do you have any particular issues with that? You've been hitting on Mila lately. You're all about Mila. I get it. Look, she's our blood feeder overlord, but maybe just like wait for the body to get cold. You know, it's just Whitehead's still here. It's just bad taste is what it is, Voltstron. It looks bad for you. How's the Gorehulk situation? Okay, not through door number 1. Good. You know what, McDowell? Could you maybe peel back here and give an assist? I think we'll be fine with what we've got right now. This is a decent group here. Mila's sick, but she can still do her jumping and hitting people thing with the Persona Zeus hammer here. All right, so I've just got to kind of flip back and forth between these two guys. Still not through the first door. Okay, that's why I put 2 doors there for a reason. It takes them time to break out. Really hope the raid is coming from here. That would be ideal. Nothing yet. Okay, back down here. Okay, 1 door is down. 1 door is down. So Voltstron, go here. Kirk, you're useless. You go up there. Kaylina, go. No, whoa. Mech. Stay here. Don't go wherever you think you're going is a terrible idea. All right, I don't even know what you're doing in there. Probably going to try and clean something up. Okay, McDowell's in. Great. Cool, McDowell's here. So you can go, like, hang out right there. That's a pretty decent spot for you. Okay, still no sign of the raid. Okay, the door is going to go down pretty soon. He says optimistically. How is the door doing? 66%. Okay, I'm going to focus down here until that raid pops up. This is a lot for the first, 13 minutes of this episode. But it's all under control. Good news for you guys. I am a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. So this is nothing. This is Tuesday to me. It is actually Tuesday as I'm recording this. This is in fact Tuesday. So this really is Tuesday to me. How's the door? Okay, gonna go at any moment. 27. No raid. Okay, the shuttle might be here before the raid. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Stop. Everybody stop. What do we got? Okay, so they're coming in from here. Let's all kind of Avengers assemble right here. Please don't sue me for that, Marvel. Please don't sue me for that. How about like here instead? We got to protect that guy down there. All right, I'm going to leave Mila as sort of a last resort thing. Yeah, Mila, why don't you try and pick this guy off? Oh, whoa, they got a flamethrower. Whoa, Starukos. Dude, we are standing right... You just set Scathe on fire. And possibly Reed. He's very fussy. He really doesn't like things, and now you've set him on fire. Maybe give me a bit of a heads up. Like, hey guys who came to help us. Hey, emergency call, please help. And we're like, yeah, we will help you. Go ahead and land your thing. Please, maybe give us a heads up to the people who are helping you that you're going to set everything on fire. Mila's going to hate that. She really is... Okay, we've set fire to Mila. Somebody's fleeing. Okay. Wow. What a screenshot. Okay, this is done. Okay, they're fleeing. Who's on fire? Lisa's on fire. Whitehead's on fire. Thanks, Starukos. Thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate the fire you set on us. I will set myself on fire, thank you. I have no problem with fire, Starukos. You didn't need to chip in with that one. All of you guys are off draft. Put yourselves out as best you can. I've got to kind of get back to the Gorehulk issue. Never mind, it's already popping off down here. You guys gonna shoot this thing, right? Kirk, Kirk, what are you doing? You've dropped your rifle. Oh yeah, you keep dropping your weapon when we blood feed from you. Okay, that's fine. Just charge in melee. That's cool. You're actually not bad at melee. Okay, we've done something. We've knocked it out again. So, undraft you guys. Voltstron, you want to go ahead and capture the Gore Hulk. We have no doors. What were these doors? Marble. I should have plenty of marble blocks. Yeah, I'm good on marble blocks. McDowell, could you maybe focus on working on that door? And Kaylina, you're harvesting a rice plant. Why don't you work on that door? Let's get the doors back in. Who's horrible up here? Oh, we're still shooting people. That's fun. We will also eat all of these people. Just to be clear, sorry, this is like, I don't know, members of the Royal Guard or something, but we're gonna eat them. There's a perfectly good alligator here. It's not an alligator, it's a guy named Alligator. Butcher Alligator. We're gonna eat all of these people. That's perfectly good food there. Also, could we just quickly prioritize extinguishing the fire? I know you're on fire. You are, in fact, on fire at this point. But I'd rather that shuttle didn't burn down, because there's good stuff in there that might even be an advanced component. It's possible. I'm desperate for those. And then Mila, how banged up are you right now? Oh, you're fine. Okay, you can go... No, you don't need to chop a tree down. I will send you back to death rest. Okay, I promise. Okay, so go start your death rest. Wicked sorry about that, Mila. I think it was valid to wake you up. Okay, the fires are out. Reed has just gone right back to mining, and the shuttle will be here for them soon, and then we're going to eat everybody. We're going to eat all of these people. Okay, I think we can get kind of back on track here. Okay, we've made no progress on the doors. We've made absolutely... This thing can just walk right out at any time. You've got issues, but not really that bad. Lisa's been burned a bunch of times. Here comes Kayleen and McDowell. All right. I need a door over here, because we're going way the heck around here. I did take out the door that was here. So that's kind of on me, really, isn't it? And Whitehead's obviously going to break down at any moment. Intense pain, Voltstron dumped you. Yeah, you've had nothing to do. You have no recreation. No execution. We did just kill a couple of people. I know it's not technically an execution, but, you know, we did kill a couple of people. And undraft the clean sweeper, because there's blood and stuff and demon bits around here. Let's make sure we're doing that. Okay, Mila, back to death rest. Good luck with that, kid. I'm going to try not to interrupt you again, and then I'm also going to work on your wicked cool death rest room when Reed gets his butt over here and actually does anything about that. This is a Reed. Could you maybe work on that column? I'm just mildly concerned about the roof collapsing on your head. And although you are a constant thorn in my side, you are fairly useful. You're actually pretty good at things now. You're getting a little older here. There we go. I'm feeling a lot better about that. The rescue shuttle is here. Oh, hang on. They've already taken off. Never mind. Everything's already popping off here. So the shuttle has arrived, and the shuttle is gone, and Mila's title has changed. So the Praetor ceremony we could do. We won't do it right now because, you know, Mila's in death rest. But can I do it? I need a harp. Well, of course I do. Why would I not need a harp? Have we done harp? I usually do that fairly early for the specific reason that I end up needing a harp. Yeah, we've done harp. We know how harp works. Have I made a harp? Well, you could look for it, Dave. You could actually search. Probably you have not, but just for funsies, have you made a harp? No, you have not made a harp. Okay, let's make a harp. So Lisa will get on. Oh, we're on it. We are on it. Lisa's probably prioritizing stone blocks forever. So let's just suspend that and suspend that. Get going on harp, kid. You don't have to rush because we've got several days of Mila being unconscious before we're going to be able to do that. But definitely get that going. Okay, yeah, that's cool, Voltstron, that you're fixing up the demon there. It's just that, you know, we don't have a door. I was like, McDowell, Kirk, could anyone gonna do the door? Voltstron just went up in whatever it is there. Medical. Good for you, Voltstron. We need a door. I need less medical, more door. And Kirk's going to bed largely because he's, I want to say useless. He's not useless. He's actually got really good skills. He's just super slow. Just ridiculously slow. We're getting some psychoid in. Nice. We can make some, well, hardcore narcotics that we can sell to people like the royal family. They love that sort of thing. Yeah, we're going to make Psych IT forever. Yeah, just do that. And then We should still have plenty of packaged survival meals. That royal colony up there is only like a day and a half away. It's very, very quick to get to, so we're not going to need a ton of food to do that. All right. Whitehead, how are you doing? Somebody has tended to you at some point. Lisa, somebody has tended to you. Probably Voltron. He's very good at that sort of thing. And Cat Benatar is just sort of roaming the hallways here, being vaguely menacing, which is pretty much all I need that scimitar kitty to do. McDowell punching this out. Lots of components in here. That's good. We definitely need those. I've got the materials to add some more hydroponics. I know it's insufficient containment. We just dealt with that, thank you very much. Well, at least the bot can get in here and do something. Oh, now Lisa's favoring the Psychite Tea. Or whatever we're doing. Oh no, we're doing Flake. Okay, great. That'll do even better. Whitehead's having a tantrum. You know what? That's probably for the best. Just get it out of your system. Just break. Yeah, you break that wall. You go ahead. Yeah, darn that wall. Yeah, just hit it with your gun. That's probably a terrible idea. Yeah, more walls. Walls are terrible. Everybody break a wall. I think you just broke a power conduit. That was less good. Yeah, darn that end table and the lamp. All right, yeah, just work it out, Whitehead. Just get it out of your system. You've had a bad breakup. It's probably what I would do. I'd smash a lamp, maybe. He's punching walls. It's exactly a very normal way to deal with a very harsh breakup. You guys were going to get married and everything. You guys were, like, engaged. I put down a wedding spot and everything. The wedding was on. And then, well, Voltron dumped you, basically. Okay, so Whitehead's over his nonsense, and he should get catharsis from that. Yeah, that'll help out for a while. Nice little plus 40 there. That'll offset the Voltron issue, because that's going to be around for a while. Get that out of the way, and Whitehead should be in a slightly better position. You know what? Actually, Whitehead, I was going to say sleeping in the cold. That's on you, kid. There's actually no heat in the hospital. Why don't we rectify that? Let's put a heater right in there. Sorry about that one, Whitehead. That one's a little bit on me. Not a lot on me, but a little bit on me. So I'm also going to suspend... Are we working on the harp at all? No, I'm going to suspend this one too. So I think Lisa's spending her time making drugs, which is great. You know, that's your path to profit. But I'd really like you to focus on the harp. And what could we maybe get a better weapon going on? We're waiting on a rifle. Don't focus on that one, Lisa. Just don't sweat that. Looks like we're making that heater down there, too. Okay. I need some walls smoothed around here, kids, which is no surprise to anyone. Do I want to pop in maybe 1 or 2 more hydroponics? I kind of do. So show me the lamp. Yeah, show me that so I can see what the radius is on that thing. And then production. It's going to dump in like 2 more. These will be primarily for psychoid, probably. And then the rest of them will be food-based. I just want to keep our narcotics coming in at all times because, you know, again, path to profit. That's what we're doing around here. Those doors are done. The heater is done in the hospital. Whitehead, did you go back to bed? Yeah, it should be warm in here. Yeah, 69 degrees. Don't complain to me about that. That is a very, very acceptable temperature. And the rec room is kind of getting put together here. Neat. Let's see what I can do with that information. So let's move... First of all, the chess table. Let's start with this. And you can play chess like right here. All right. And then move the chairs over there for that. And then some other stuff. Move the bookcases in, obviously, because this is where I want all the books. No, don't build a copy. Just reinstall it over there. And then the bookcase can get reinstalled over here as well. And I might put another little bookcase in there. More importantly, let's get the television going. So, recreation, tube television could go right here. And then maybe a couch. I've got a lot of plain leather. Actually, how much human leather do I have? 268, cool. Let's make a human leather couch. Because you knew I was going to do that. You knew I was going to do that. So, a human leather couch could live right there. That is within, yeah, that's well within range of that. And then I could actually put another bookcase or something up there. I'd like to keep this spot open for like the poker table, something along those lines. And how about like maybe just a little armchair? Do this one out of plain leather. So a plain leather armchair could go right there. And then do I have room to get in the poker table? Do I have the cloth to get in the poker table? No, not really. Not really. I've used up all my cloth at some point. Can we make that out of anything else? I mean, no would be... No, I can make the body out of it, but not the actual cloth bit. That's fair. I see that. It really felt more than cloth, but it's fine. Okay, we'll put all that together, and then that'll be a slightly better rec room for them, or at least better for me. I think it looks better. And it frees up some space in the kitchen, where we could maybe put another small table or something so people can whine at me about not having to eat at a table, or not eating at a table, or forgetting that the table exists, or tripping over the table, or anything else at the table. Bunch of humans in here to kill. Well, we've killed them, sorry. They're already dead. Butchering is what I meant, butchering. Taking the meat off of them and eating them is where we're going with that. Boy, we got a lot of twisted meat. That's all them gore hulks that pop by. But we're using that to make the kibble, because they don't care. And we are gestating that Agrahand. Oh, we've already popped these down here. Cool. Except I actually wanted this to be psychoid, please. And this one also psychoid. Thank you. Some other ones I'll put in, some other kind of food stock or something like that. But the food's coming in. We're getting food. I would love to be in a position... How much do I want to use these fields this year? Because these guys, the undergrounders, the one who believe in the whole blood cult thing, they don't want to go outside. They don't like going outside. So we're putting in the hydroponics so we don't have to go outside. Do I think I want another season of growing? Maybe. Maybe. Sow all of these again. What's this one? That is heel root. Okay. And corn, and obviously, and this is strawberries. Obviously, rice and potatoes. It's mostly the cotton one that I want more than anything, so why don't we expand that a little bit? There's lightning, but there's also pouring rain, so I don't really think we need to sweat that. And let's just keep the food going, too. Anything we want to go slaughter? We could take out a couple more yaks. Go for... Well, where are the alpacas, and then where are the yaks in relation to that? I feel like the yaks are a little bit closer, and they will likely have more meat on them than on alpaca. So just go slaughter all of those things. Yak 1 is pregnant. Cool. More yaks. Between the hydroponics and the yak farm, we won't have to really work very hard for food. And if I got a whole bunch more components, I could do a whole second hydroponics area. It doesn't have to be just this one. Ooh, Mila's death rest area is kind of vaguely done. So, you know what we're going to do. I think we should start smoothing some walls. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's smooth some walls in here. And then, what kind of floor do I want? Probably marble. I've got a lot of it right now. Oh, speaking of marble, Lisa, are you working on the harp at all? Have we made any progress on harp? No, we have not. Lisa, what are you doing? You're smoothing a wall. Could you work on this? Yes. Oh, that's the smithy. I don't want the... Wait, do I want the smithy? I do want the smithy. Yeah, no, Lisa, just ignore me. Go do your thing. Do we maybe just not have enough wood? There's wood on the map. There's a lot of wood on the map. I feel you got this, kid. Yeah, what do you... Yeah, wooden harp. Yeah, you're fine. I don't know what your problem was with this. Just go ahead and do it. Yeah, fire, but it's going to be out in like 3 seconds. I don't really think we need to worry about that. That's one dead yak coming in there. All right, food definitely under control right now. Very happy about the amount of food that we have. They've moved all this stuff over. Oh, right, you don't have a power line going up there, do you? So do that up to there. Get the TV turned on. They'll move the books over as they need to. And then again, I'd like to get the poker table in here if we could do that. That would be a nice little thing for them to be doing. Now, back to my biotech room. What do I need? Because this is going to be very component intensive. But I'd like to get the who's what's it there? We actually not researched that. I don't think I've actually researched basic biotech stuff. We're working on microelectronics now, and we're almost done with it. Xenogenetics. That's what I need. I need xenogenetics. We haven't even done that yet. We're so close to being done with microelectronics. I'll just keep that going. That's going to open up more trade opportunities too, so we can trade with more people. Basically, people in space. The harp's done. Where'd you put it? Where did you put that harp? Do I immediately see it done? There, I see it right there. Okay, install that down in the throne room here. Yeah, right in the center. That looks like a good spot there. Nice spot for a little harping. Get down here and get your harp on. as the kids say these days. Get your harp on. Mila, how's the death rest? 1.8 days. When you get up, we're going to have a big ceremony for you. Wicked sorry about the whole waking you up early thing. I'm sorry you were very, very sad about that. But it was for the best. It got you your new royal title. Did we deconstruct that shuttle, by the way? We did. What do we get here? Oh, hang on, a shuttle engine? I don't know what this does. It's got to be something later in Odyssey. Like, it's got to be some sort of bit we need. I'm going to have to try and build something. They're like, you need a shuttle engine for that. And I'm going to be like, dang. Scathe, first of all, why'd you take your hat off? We like that hat. Was it just bunk? It was probably just bunk. Who could get up and go get that? I'd like to have that sort of undercover, if we could. Kirk will take 74 years to get over there. McDowell, you're smoothing a wall. I love that. There's no spot to store it. Oh. Okay, that's probably... I mean, it obviously is one of the new things, but... Alright, so let's... you need to be able to put a shuttle engine? Yeah, shuttle engine. Yeah, that's fine. What else is in manufactured that we're not doing, please? Clear that. What is in manufactured? Okay, so we're not doing textiles or anything like that. High subcore. No, we'll keep that down with the bot creation area. Okay, that's fine. Just make sure somebody gets that up there. They will now that they have somewhere to put it. Okay, back to work here. So, what was my next move? Building that death rest area, but let's get some flooring down first, and also some lights in here. So how about we just do a regular wall lamp, like maybe in the corner here. Got to remember to set that to dark light. Should be plenty of power there. Let's do a marble tile like this, and then all of the... Mila, you're going to love this. It's going to be so wicked awesome. You're going to be like, oh my god, this is the best death rest area ever. I can also put a light in here. It's very dark when they're trying to harvest without the sun lamp on. So how about another lamp right in there? Perk the place up a little bit. Okay, and what do we have here? Why do we have an ancient barrel here? Can we just get rid of that? Can we deconstruct that, please? Thank you. I don't know why that's sitting around there. Okay. Really just waiting for Mila to wake up, get more royal, and then go on the royal adventure here. The royal trading trip is what we're going to do. I do see they've unpacked all the yaks. So whatever we had, it's back in stock now. Wow, we've got so many dead things. So many dead things ready to be butchered. Some of them are animals, some of them are people. I should just keep making kibble, I suppose. Yeah, actually, we do kind of need kibble. The yaks eat a lot of food, so no, that will not really surprise anyone. Oh, Whitehead's working on Cat Benatar. What are you trying to train it to do? Hopefully to kill would be the optimal there. To kill. Alright, so rescue. Okay, that's a pretty good one too. I won't fault you on that. Hey, Cat Benatar, how are you doing in your training? Oh, wow, you're getting really good. We could take you out on an attack. We could definitely take you out on an attack there. Yeah, why don't you follow your master while drafted? If Whitehead's out doing combat, why don't you go with him and bite people in the face? They won't be expecting that. Because Whitehead's going to be like, okay, Cat Benatar, go get him. And people are going to be like, that sounds wicked goofy. Why would I be scared of that? And then this scimitar cat lunges at their face and rips their face off and eats their face. It's going to be a real good time when that happens. Probably don't go in the toxic waste dump. Just as a heads up. Probably don't do that. What is that? A mink. Cool. Kill it. That's got mink fur on it. And when we were setting up the royal trade thing, mink fur was pretty valuable. As indeed, one would expect it to be. It's horrible, but it is valuable. So somebody go kill that mink. Are there any other minks around here? Just the one mink. I guess minks don't travel in packs. But go kill a few more things. We got a wolverine. Okay, probably stay away from that one. It's going for the guinea pig. That guinea pig's time is short on this planet. Let's all just leave the wolverine alone. Just don't pay no attention to the wolverine. Scathe, what are you shooting? Is that the mink? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, yep, you're going. It's bleeding. Don't try not to tear too many holes in its fur. That's the... Whoa! The warg just swoops in and takes out the mink. Warg sees a bloodied mink and go, yeah, I got that. Thank you. Thank you for killing that for me. Now it's gonna... Oh, it ate the whole thing. Dude, could you have at least left the fur? I was gonna sell that. That's annoying. Alright, well, there you go. Circle of life, right, kids? Circle of life. That's how it all works. Okay, where's Mila's death rest at? Because I would love to get you up soon. 1.1 days. Okay, that's fine. I can cope with that. And how long on the bot? Oh, it's done. Hang on, it's done. Kaylina. I won't wake you up. I will wait until you're awake. And then, oh, hang on. Why is this guy down? Oh, he needs a charge. All right. Is anyone awake? Lisa, where are you? You're smoothing a wall. That's neat. And why don't you go carry that to the recharger, and then I'll turn on all the things that we just turned off. So go ahead and unsuspend these ones, and unsuspend the stone block ones. Yeah. Get all of that taken care of. You can go back to work, basically. Kirk, have you made any art at all? You've made this. It's a small, good sculpture. Okay. It's not spectacular, Kirk, is it? You're very, very, very slow at things. Very slow. We've got an alpaca. Yeah, see, Scathe was out killing things. Where were you? You know, we should probably make some more clothes. What do we got queued up there? Maybe some hats. I see a lot of people don't have hats. We're not doing any shirts for some reason? Or pants? Lisa, wow. Who else can do crafting? I've been basically leaning on Lisa for crafting. She's crafting 1. I don't have a lot of good crafters. Whitehead could do it. Lisa, why don't you go tailoring 1, crafting 2? I know that's going to use up a lot of the leathers that I wanted to take to trade, but I'll find other things to trade. And it's not like she's going to use all of them. How's this going down here? Okay, walls are being smoothed. That I am encouraged by that. That's fine. And then this is going to be an awesome death rest room. So let's get all of those chunks out of there if anyone feels like doing that. What lives in here? So go back to, what is that, biotech? Yeah. So the death rest casket. Okay, so that can go like kind of front and center here, and that indeed requires electricity. All right, now what do I want? The hemogen amplifier I can't do. I don't have any hemogen. Hemo pump, I can't do any of these things right now. What is psycho fluid? And how do I get some in the real world? It enhances the psychic sensitivity of the death resting person by rhythmically stimulating neural tissues. Well, hello. Got a little late night around here. Must be connected to the death rest casket. Like, show me. How would that connect? Does that go like here? I don't know how that works. It doesn't matter. I don't have the hemogen to do it. So for right now, just do the death rest casket. And then the next time that Mila needs death rest, she'll have a slightly nicer place to do it. And by nicer, I mean she's got to move out of her amazing bedroom and go sleep in a coffin in a cave. But, that'll be cool for you. We're going to try and work on getting a lot more blood, Mila. We just need a couple of decent prisoners to hemogen farm them for a while. Maybe I should just capture somebody. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe somebody comes by and they're not attached to any particular faction. Maybe they're just a blood farm. They've got blood. They're going to keep making it, so long as we don't kill them. I might be overthinking the whole hemogen thing. We might just go a little criminal on it. It's not the worst crime I've ever done in RimWorld. It's not, either. I've done some messed up things in this game. So, what do I need to do? Is there anything I need to do before Mila wakes up? Is really what I'm asking here. I think wake up, do the ceremony, because that'll probably put people in a good mood too, and that's never a bad thing, and then immediately head out and do the trade convoy. If I woke you up now, 13 hours, you know what, 13 hours. Let the kids sleep for 13 hours. And how are we doing on components? Only 12 left. Dang. This is for Mila, by the way. Yeah, Mila, that's for you. Don't get up, kid. Just finish your death rest where you are. But next time you need death rest, you can go ahead and do that. And also, let's get a door in here. I think Mila would appreciate a little bit of privacy. There we go. And McDowell, you're just finishing out these walls. That's looking great. I love the wall smoothing, guys. We're doing great wall smoothing around here. The walls are looking very, very smooth. And I, for one, appreciate that. That wall, not smooth. Let's go ahead and smooth that. What? The problem of Sissy? Well, that seems like a Sissy problem. That's a you problem, not a me problem. She's begging to join me. A 6-year-old named Sissy. Does she have a lot of blood? I mean, I suppose not as much as an adult named Sissy would. Begging to join you. There's an unknown threat following her. Okay. So, if we don't do this, Scathe will be sad. I can live with that. But if we do this, I've got a 6-year-old named Sissy. So, sure, absolutely. Of course we're doing that. Good luck, kid. We're ruled by a vampire. Oh, speaking of which, Reed, where are you? Whitehead, can you do your thing? Yeah, could you go keep working on Reed, please? Keep trying to convert him. Thank you. Sissy's here. Sissy's wearing a cloth toque. That's your first move, is to put a hat on. Well, I was saying we're not wearing enough hats. So, let's start with your easy one. What nonsense do you believe in? The Archonic Way. Alright, well, we're going to have to rip that idea out of your head. You're already into Scathe because Scathe is stunningly beautiful. You haven't even seen Scathe. It's just the legend of Scathe. I have heard tale of a stunningly beautiful person that does a lot of research and occasionally shoots animals. So you're already... Whitehead, you're into Whitehead? You like Reed? You like Mila? Okay, and Voltstron and Kate, wow, you're really not keen on Kayleen. It's the creepy breathing. It is kind of creepy, you're not wrong. What's your problem with Voltstron? Oh, he's horribly disfigured. Yeah, that'll happen. Sissy, you're 6, so I'm assuming you're terrible. Yeah, broadly. Yep. You're basically terrible at literally everything. Okay. You know what you are, Sissy? A tabula rasa. You're a blank slate. Okay, I can imprint whatever identity I feel on you. So, what do you think you might get? Actually, what can you do? Because you're only 6. There's only so much you can do. Be number 1 on all the things you need to be number 1 on. You know what? You can be my number 1 basic person. I never put somebody on number 1 basic. It's all you now, kid. You got a switch to flick. Go flick that switch. And why don't you be number 1, say, on hauling, and then 2 on cleaning? I've got bots to handle both of those, so you're kind of surplus to needs. But you can do that, if you've got nothing else to do. But you're my chief switch flicker, kid. Whitehead failed to convert Reed. 66 to 60. Yeah, it's tough because it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back with Reed. We do the conversion thing, but then in the cooldown period, Reed gets all excited about his "we love animals" nonsense. So it keeps going back up. When could we do another conversion ritual? Because that knocks it right down. 5 days. Oh. I could take him prisoner and then convert him in prison, which is easier. Because that you can do every day. You just keep knocking on... And that's actually not the worst idea I've ever had in my life. I've done it before. Just take him prisoner, put him in prison. He'll be sad about the prison thing. But he's sad anyway. I'm going to have a think about that idea. Looks like we were almost done with microelectronics. Sissy's here. We've still got a threat. Something is going to come after Sissy and want to eat her in the face. Speaking of which, Sissy, yeah, I need to... What? Microelectronics. Yeah, cool. Come back to that in a sec. That's a big slice of pie to deal with. I need to get Sissy on no raggedy clothes, please. Okay, slow everything down. So we've learned microelectronics. Go back to the research here. And that gets me all the stuff. I'm going to need to start building the high-tech research bench. Which, does that require an advanced component? I hope not. Because I really need an advanced component. I can do the comms console, which will be great. I don't technically need the advanced research desk right now, but if I don't get it, I'm limited to stuff before microelectronics, which for right now is fine because I want to start working on xenogenetics. So go do the xenogenetics thing. I'm thinking of taking Reed prisoner. It's very exciting. I could put up the the comms console, the space talkie phone. 120 steel, 4 components. Yeah, wow, that's rough. What is it for the little trade beacons? Because that's another thing I'm going to have to think of. That's also another component. And I'm going to need multiples. Obviously one in the storage area, that's easy. I also put one in the pantry, because a lot of traders will buy food. I also put one in the hospital, because drugs, basically. So, although and I'll need one over here for the drugs. But medicine, drugs, all that sort of thing, we can store all of that there. While I happen to be looking at that Glitter World medicine, yeah, let's make sure, yeah, you guys are just on this medicine unless there's an emergency. All right, make sure you're not using up the Glitter World medicine for something simple like a bruise. Sissy, you're over here reading a book already. We've already done microelectronics, but hey, good effort, kid. Maybe I should think about selling that book, because I just don't need it. Kirk is confused again. That'll be the dementia. Yep, that will definitely be the dementia. Mila, are you done? 1 hour left. Okay, we'll check in on Mila very, very soon, because we've got a lot to do with Mila. You're going to need to get up. Probably go ahead and bite Kirk. Just, for topping off the blood there. And then we're going to go get you more royal. And then Kirk is no longer confused. He's going to be in a second when Mila bites him. All right, so can wake safely now. Wake up. And what are you doing immediately? You're taking your hat off. And you had a bunch of kibble that you just left in bed. And you're just going to change your broad wrap. Okay, cool. After that, I'm gonna have you bite Kirk. Because you're wicked low on the hemogen there, kid. It's not good. So could you blood feed on Kirk, please? I'm sorry, Kirk. It's just you're the most likely candidate. McDowell is over here cooking a meal out of human flesh. You can't possibly expect him to take a break from that. All right, that's not fair. So Mila, hang on, no, don't meditate now. Wow, you don't really get a lot of blood out of Kirk, do you? We're gonna have to bite you a bunch. Don't go to bed now, or whatever it is you're doing, because we need to do your ceremony here. So yes, everything is ready. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, the royals will pop by momentarily. Get some more rice out of here. That's good. Yeah, Mila, you just hang tight there. We're going to do your thing immediately. Oh. It's bugs. In the throne room. Okay. Okay, the bug thing, I get bugs. I understand bugs. But what they're going to do is trash the throne room. So I can't do the ceremony because it will not be a good enough throne room. Okay. Well played, RimWorld. Well played. That's well done. Yep. I'm actually going to have this door held open. Maybe. So, Mila, you head over there, and the door will stay open. And then I've got some people coming down to help out here. Kaylina's coming over at some point. No, Kaylina, you're not doing anything because you're a melee person, which is largely ineffective against bugs. Could test out Cat Benatar here. Could test out Cat Benatar. So, do I have a release animal thing? If I get all of you guys. Yes, I have an animal attack thing. Alright, so not right now, but soon we're gonna look at releasing Cat Benatar. Reed's coming in. Okay, so now go. Go, kitty, go. Go, kitty, go. Go, kitty, go. I know I'm using the cat to block. I understand that. I'm a cruel person. I get it. Yes, I understand that. Wait, is Reed down? Is Reed... Who's down? Oh, it's one of the bugs. Oh, okay, nobody cares. Cool. I wanna... Okay, the cat's down. Okay, the cat's down. That's fine. We're gonna fix the cat. We're gonna fix the cat. The cat is gonna get fixed. Hey guys, if you want to chip in here, we've got a bit of a... So, you know when we called you and said, please come by and do our royal ceremony? We've got a bit of a situation in the throne room. We got a bit of a situation, if you will, in the royal throne room here. In that, Mila, you're not really helping. Melee attack that thing. Okay. And then... Actually, can I just wait for the royals to do the rest of this? Reed, could you sneak in here and rescue Cat Benatar, please? I know. Go, kid. Go back. Never mind. Forget what I said. The mech that's in there. Just don't go anywhere. Okay, yeah, now they're in. Now the royals have figured it out. I probably should just left it to the royals. You know what I should have done? I know what I should have done. Sometimes genius strikes too late. Sometimes I'm so far ahead of myself that the genius takes time to catch up. Should have just kept the door shut. The royals would have walked right in there and dealt with the bug problem. Effectively, I don't know. But the royals would have walked right in there because that's where they were heading, and they would have dealt with the bug problem. I didn't need to actually do any of this. So yeah, all you guys, if you could deal with those locusts. Reed, I think you're in an okay position to go rescue Cat Benatar now. Go ahead and get in there. Yep. All right, so the royals are real angry about the locust situation. Yeah, I get it. Yep. Problems. Absolutely problems all day. Yep, I know. I'd love to begin... Wait, are you still going to let me do the ceremony? In the midst of this? Are you seriously going to let me still do the ceremony? Okay, come down here. I got to get my cat fixed first. And then are you guys also going to deal with the hives? Yeah, you are dealing with the hives, I think. Are you really going to let me still do this ceremony? I guess you are. Okay, cool. Hang tight on that thought. Scathe, somebody needs to rescue Scathe. Okay, Reed, go rescue Scathe. Voltron, go heal Cat Benatar. Scathe will deal for a while. Right? 13 hours. Oh god, I can do 13 hours all day. That's plenty of time. So, cool. You guys just hang tight. How long will you stand there? Reed, you're off duty for right now. Can you do any doctorizing? No, god, you're terrible. Kaylina, can you do any doctorizing? You know what? You have a base medical training. Could you tend to Scathe, please? Volstron, our better doctor, will work on Cat Benatar. Cat Benatar, how are you? Can we hustle, please? Volstron. Can we get a wriggle on, as they say? A wriggle on. It's too late now, but can I prioritize what medicine you get? I totally can. Definitely, in the future, use the really good medicine. We will make Mila a royal. Sissy has paid no attention to any of this. Sissy, the one that this was all about, this entire scenario is about Sissy, just hanging out reading a book. Yep, just reading a book. Has not moved. All of this violence has not moved. How is Cat Benatar? Okay, I think Voltron's a pretty good doctor. I think this is going to be okay. Yeah, down to 5 hours. I think that's good. How's Scathe doing? 12 hours, and there you go. And Reed, no immediate danger. Kaylina, can you also just work on Reed while you're there? Don't worry about Kirk. That happens to him all the time. More importantly, Cat Benatar, 12 hours. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yep, that'll be a bit of a recovery. But so let's review on the Cat Benatar situation there. That cat ran interference for quite a while. Eventually it went down, but if those bugs had attacked us, also have that would have been even worse. Okay, we got some stuff up here. All right, I'll give it a shot with the ceremony thing. I didn't even think they were going to let me do this. Because, it's the room impressiveness is terrible. You're right. But do it anyway. I mean, do it anyway. We may as well get it out of the way. Wait, has it begun? Or it's failed? Yeah, I think that's kind of what I expected. It's actually failed because the room is just completely trashed. Also, Kaylina, what are you up to now? You're spectating. No, it's off. We've canceled. What I want to do is not the glow pods. Do we have any of those locust egg things in here? We can have the insect jelly. That's good to sell. We should take that to the Royals. They'll love that sort of thing. No, I don't see any of that. Is that one? Yeah, an egg sac. Could we deconstruct? All right, come down here. No, don't clean the throne room. Draft you. Come down here. We've got an egg sac, and that's just going to make more locusts. There we go. Smash that. There we go. And is that a dead locust? Is it? Okay, it will be shortly. Okay, yeah, hit it. Hit that thing. Hit that. Please tell me you're not going to get taken out by a locust larva. Really? Kaylina? McDowell, can you just come in here and help out with this? Kaylina's... Okay, never mind. She got it. All right, you guys are off duty. Okay. You're not going to die at any moment, are you, Kaylina? That would be a really poor showing on your part. No immediate danger. All right, we've got a lot of picking together, picking things up, putting everything back together to do here. Not what I was expecting. And is Sissy's... Yeah, Sissy's just buggered off. Kid's doing nothing. What are you doing right now, kid? You're having a snooze. Okay, you've chosen a pretty nice bedroom for yourself, too, there. I happen to notice that it's a pretty nice bedroom. A nice bed? That's a good bed. Yeah, that's fine. You enjoy that. Half of my team is injured. And none of the things I wanted to get done today got done. A lot of the reason for that is Sissy. You better be into... What are you into, by the way? Like, you have no traits. You're too young to have traits. Okay. So, hopefully you're going to shape up into something as time goes by. But right now, half my team is down. My throne room is a complete disaster. That's going to take a while to get packed up. I still got bugs we got to have killed here. So, that didn't really work out as well as I want. But, good news, Cat Benatar, no longer incapable of walking. Okay, getting back up and running there. Another Praetor ceremony. Yeah, why don't we just sit on that for a little bit? Maybe we get the throne room vaguely cleaned up a little bit here. I mean, the cleaning bot's down here doing some work. Maybe we get some people out of the hospital so they can watch. I think that would be nice. We could get the Agrahand out of here. Kaylina, again, in the hospital. So not really much is going to happen there. Just a really quick check before I tap out here. You're basically fine. You're basically fine. And your spine has been shattered. Ouch. Yeah, you can't move. What? The entity's coming out. Oh, good. Your spine has been shattered, and that's not getting any better. You can't move. Huh. Okay. Scathe, I'm going to have to back burner that for a sec because the entity is escaping. So if we could just kind of all... Those who are vaguely alive, could you all kind of come down here, please? Scathe is permanently paralyzed now. Hold this door open. And Reed, go ahead and go just stand there. I think... Okay, I've got a lot on my plate right now. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with this entity escape. It's going to stay escaped, and by that I mean dead. So we're just going to kill it. Because this is... I don't have time for this. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot for everyone. Mila, why don't you come down here, and then you guys... So we don't accidentally shoot Mila. Let's go ahead and just do that. Oh, look at you, Cat Benatar, up already. How are you doing? Yeah, you took a lot of... wow, you took a lot of hits. Scathe is permanently paralyzed. I need a bionic spine. I have no capacity to make that. I got nothing. I don't even have a wheelchair in this game. Why don't we have wheelchairs in this game? That should be like an acceptable solution here. They'd get around maybe a little more slowly, or quickly if they were on a downhill. But that should be some sort of alternative. Because right now, Scathe is just going to be there forever until I find a bionic spine. I notice Cat Benatar is lining right up with Whitehead here. Okay, okay, we've already punched it. Did we kill it? No. Oh, it's not even completely down. All right, we're not doing this anymore. Attack it to death. Okay, just kill it. And you guys can just be... Oh, no, don't attack. Just be off-duty. There you go. We're not going to do this anymore, Gorehulk. If we get a lesser entity who would actually maintain containment in here, we'll look at doing that. But right now, this is just... It's a nuisance more than anything. I would very much like to learn entity containment, but I think we need kind of a lower-level entity to do it. I don't know, maybe a sight stealer or a shambler. That'd be great. How about a shambler? Okay, let's review, shall we, kids? The takeaway is Cat Benatar will be fine. Okay, a lot of injuries, but dang, you put that thing in a fight, it ain't playing. It did a great job against overwhelming numbers, I might add. If that had been a human, that human would be dead. So I think the fact that Cat Benatar walked away alive at all, that's one tough animal. Scathe appears to be permanently paralyzed. That's an issue. Because we're going to keep feeding Scathe. I want Scathe. Scathe's great. First of all, it's the stunningly beautiful thing. How are you going to turn down someone who's stunningly beautiful? But you're also wicked smart. And wicked social. Like, you're a really valuable member of this community. So I got to come up with a spine. And I know you're saying to yourself, Dave, just rip the spine out of somebody and put it in Scathe. Not that simple, unfortunately. You'd think it would be. Not that simple. I'm going to need to come up with a bionic spine. And for that, I'm going to need, well, bionics. And for that, I believe I'm going to need fabrication. We're a very, very, very long way off from that. Yeah, bionic replacements. I'd have to go through the multi-analyzer and fabrication. And here's the hitch with that. My best researcher can't get to the research desk. Sissy got a little bit older. Cool. A lot of this is because of you, kid. That's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, we'll pick up some more of this again next time. Do please let me know what you're thinking of this in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Well, once again, it's time for Dave to do something catastrophically stupid, like take on a bear. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to beat him to death with a baguette, which is less effective than you might commonly think it would be. No, I'm not a monster. I'm a retailer. There's a difference, lady. Oh, what is that? That's like a person. Oh, hang on. Da-dum. Da-dum. Dum 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 da dum 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 da dum.